All right, here we go.
Alice in Wonderland and a little Jerry.
Sit down, buckle up, cruise and whiskey. Get in, sit down, buckle up, cruise and whiskey.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Grip Steak here. Another Tuesday night, streaming live on Grimerica FM. Another wonderful, awesome summertime night. Here we are, joined on location from Arizona. My number one man, James Cruz.
What's going on?
What's up, James?
Hey,
And
hey.
I'm also joined by my number two man, Mr. Jerry Cthulhu.
I am your number two.
And I'm also joined by, you could be my other number two man, Mr. That Guy.
He's your right shoe. He's your left shoe.
Yes. Small show tonight. Small show. Suzanne will be joining us soon. But here we are. Cruising with Steak.
Felix can't make it, sadly.
Yeah,
Birthday
Felix
girl.
couldn't make it. Yeah, she is birthday girl. She's getting a birthday surprise when she comes in. Clothes are coming off.
Birthday
But,
nugget. I think we should take our shirts off for Suzanne.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
probably. It is a little hot. But, dude, my Bill O'Reilly didn't fire. I didn't have my external hard drive plugged in, which has that file on it, and so we didn't get the fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Oh, you haven't made one MP3 out of that?
Oh, no. It's in two MP3s. Come on, Jer.
Lazy
I'm not
fuck.
exactly. Lazy indeed. But it is
Editing
the end
on
of
the
the world as we
fly.
know it. Yeah, James, you're in Arizona, man. What are you doing out there?
Yeah.
You go on more vacations than like a bank manager. What's up here? You're going on all these vacations.
Oh man, yeah, it's summer break, dude, and wanted to get out of Ohio with all the shitty rain, and I got a window before kids are signed up to do more stuff. So we figured we headed out west where it wasn't raining, so it was either going to be like Texas or Arizona, and we picked Phoenix. So I'm just north of Phoenix right now.
When does
Hanging out in the
VBS start,
mountains.
James?
What's that?
When does VBS start?
VBS?
Vacation Bible School?
Vacation Bible
Oh,
School.
yeah. We're man, I used to do that. I used to go to PSR or whatever, I used to do these Bible
CCD?
Yeah.
Man.
Used to do that in the summer when I was a kid. Yeah.
Ha ha.
Just for a few years we used to do that. Until I got me and my brother got our first communions. My parents were like, "You guys want to keep going?" We're like, "No."
Was this before or after you had frosted tips, James?
Oh, it would have been way before.
Your
Yeah.
candy tastes nasty.
Frosted tips.
Frosted tips.
Frosted
You got
tips
frosted
happened
tips, you do more
I'd
water
say I
fast.
was about 17, maybe.
Were you
Yes.
ever an altar boy?
No.
Yeah.
I
Nothing
was.
weird ever happened?
No.
Anything weird ever happened, Jer?
Nope. Got drunk a lot.
All right. Off the Sacramento wine.
Off the Sacramento wine, you bet.
Nice.
Sacramento line.
The reason I did altar boyship was because it was not as boring as sitting in church in front of the mass. It's better to be behind and fuck around.
See that?
Stand behind the priest and make faces.
Yes.
I never-
Faces and like these kind of things.
I went to Baptist church with my grandma like a handful of times when I was little, but I never got baptized or none of that stuff. My my soul is still completely it's not taken. It's out there. It's up for grabs.
It's free. Yeah.
It is. It's free soul.
Have
right
you
now.
ever gotten a hand job in a church though?
No.
Whoa.
No, outside of a church, yes, but never inside.
It's funner. It's funner inside, like in the confession booth.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, oh, here's an empty parking lot.
Yeah. Here's an empty room.
Well, confession booths were originally the original glory hole, right? That's why they were created.
Exactly, for the altar boys.
Hallelujah.
And the
thought.
priests. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yikes.
Did I speaking of priests and glory holes and whatnot, I was distracted by Discord. Did you see Leo Zagami's post on Facebook?
I'm not on Facebook, but please tell me, what was this about?
I'll find it. It's funny. I could have sworn I put it in the chat.
Is that where you replied to?
That everything is demons?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I can't remember what the topic was off the top of my head, but I
he
saw
was,
it.
He was like, shit's going down.
Well, if you look through a Christian lens, everything is demons.
Definitely.
Really.
Well,
See,
he's like the ultimate Christian lens because he worked, at the Vatican, right?
Oh man, yeah, but the Vatican, they're not really Christians or Catholics or anything. They're more like some demonic entity. If everything's demons, they're the supreme demons.
But that is Christianity.
Yeah.
That is Christianity.
That guy, have you ever been to the Vatican? I feel like you've been there to sell shoes before.
I have never been to the Vatican, and nobody can prove it.
It's true, they couldn't. Even if they wanted, they couldn't.
Never been to the Vatican. No. I never went to the Vatican. Seriously, all joking aside, never been to the Vatican.
Where's that coming from right now? What's happening?
what?
Oh, okay.
Some video started on Discord. I'm looking for my post. God damn it, Tony.
Oh man.
That's
R.I.P.
not the
dead
water
Tony.
sports video, is it, Jared?
No.
Speaking of Bible stuff, when I went on a hike today to this place called the Hole in the Rock. It's just due southeast of where I'm at now, and it was a mild little hike walk thing, and it's really cool scenic. I posted a couple pics on the Twitter handle at Cruising with Steak if you want to see them. But
Cool.
But anyway, yeah. When I got up there was a lady in there and her husband, and they were all just praising Jesus, and it was crazy. I've lived out here for 13 years. It's a spiritual experience. She's like, I climbed this one mountain over this Camelback mountain, which Suzanne was talking about earlier or the other day, but which is pretty close to here. And she's like, you go through all these phases of climbing it and this and that, and you think you're at the top, but no, there's even more. And it's a spiritual experience pushing your way through and climbing all the way to the top. And then you can see everything. I'm like, I'd imagine you're up at the top. But anyway, she was really nice. But there was a lot of praise Jesus going on, and this other guy was talking to her, and he's like, "Oh, it was real nice talking." It seemed like her, and this lady, and her husband were there to greet people and talk Jesus.
Weird.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean,
very
that's
weird.
pretty much all Christians do. Is just missionary work, trying to get more people to join their cult.
I'll tell you what, man. Everyone that I've met, like worker-wise or stores or just walking around, super nice here. Like totally different than back home. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
People
not
back home
enraged.
just don't talk
Dude,
to
it's
you.
because we're in the Midwest and we're salty from seasons and weather.
Yes,
Like
seasonal depression.
When
dude.
you're beaten down by the seasons, it makes you a harder person.
Spend a winter out here, dude.
I think the Midwestern thing is that you're not salted by the seasons. You're salted by the frickin' East Coasters. They have a different way of looking at the world and thinking about stuff.
Yeah, that's why I like going on these trips. I come down here and I can see. I just see things differently. Different architecture, the way people live. Even history. It's all around with the mountains and stuff, and that don't have anything like that. I mean, yeah, I live on a Great Lake, which is pretty cool, but like, it's just a different way, and that's why I like traveling a lot. It's cool because I never got to do a lot of it when I was growing up, but and if I could take my kids somewhere, it's cool, man. I mean, they might not appreciate it now. They're like, oh man, mom and dad are dragging us on another trip, but they have a lot of fun once you get out here or anywhere we go. We try to incorporate them into the decision making of what we're doing, obviously, but like, so far so good.
Cool. So have you been out to see The Thing yet?
What is The Thing? Yeah, I heard you say something.
Dude, it's this thing, man. You just got to go see it. I can't. You just got to go see it.
The Thing. Did you get that?
No, I am gonna go to Sedona. I'm gonna make it over there eventually here.
Nice.
I want to do the UFO thing.
Yeah, man, get some night vision goggles. Take a peek up at those skies.
Yeah, I looked into it. It's doable, but it's about an hour and a half from here, which isn't too bad. But I'd have to try to swing that into like a whole day thing and then make it back after that.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
It'd be kind of tough to do, but I know like the kids would be free, but it's like $100 a person. So
how long do you have left there?
I'm here till Sunday, so I'm here for plenty of time.
Yep.
Yeah,
you got plenty of time.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I can check out for sure.
over in if you get on Interstate 10, if you head west toward San Diego on on, or is it 8? I guess it's
I think it's 10.
It's off of the 8. So in Yuma, there's they have London Bridge.
Okay.
You hear the rhyme London Bridge is falling down. So a very long time ago, the London was about to tear down the bridge, and someone said, "Shit, we should have the bridge." And so they brought it over brick by brick and freaking reassembled it in Yuma.
Crazy.
Amazing. I did not know that. Yeah, like I don't know. I found this thing that I went to today on my coffee table. You know, where actually one of these touristy books came in handy.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked it up on TripAdvisor, I recommend anybody with all ages of family, you can go check this thing out. It's very doable. It's nothing extreme.
Nice.
But it gets you out in the desert a little bit, and you get to do a little pseudo hike, and you get to see a cool little view. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
On to the next thing. Well, the next thing I'm doing tonight is in like a little bit here. I'm gonna have to go because I'm going to meet Midnight Mike for dinner.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. It should be pretty cool.
Is he going to sit behind his desk the whole time?
No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll try to team up.
You're just you and your whole family just eating dinner in his apartment, just in his Command Center Alpha 1.
Command Center Alpha 1. Yeah, Mike number 2. Yeah, I'll be on that.
Got to leave a butt print on.
He doesn't live far from here at all, which is pretty cool. So
nice. Jerry, what do you feel coming for July 4th? Let's get into some crazy stuff.
There you go. Let's go. Yeah,
that's
what I'm doing.
I don't know. Dude. It's just like I can't explain it. It's just like this date in my head.
Like a mass awakening or a mass.
Could be an alien invasion for all I know.
Could be aliens.
It could be anything. It's just there's some energetic event coming.
It could just be the pressure cooker that we're sitting on.
It could very well be.
It's got to burst at some point.
But I love the Miles Johnston fear mongering. You know, the poles are going to flip and then we're all dead. I do a bad accent.
But I mean, don't the poles flip pretty often? Like, isn't that something that goes on?
It's like every 12,500 years or something.
I thought it was something pretty regular.
It appears to be tied. Well, according to some things that I heard today and recently, is that it's tied to the solar minimum. So we are now heading into the solar minimum, which is going to peak, I think.
That's why there's been no sunspots, right? There's nothing going on with the sun.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So it basically goes to sleep. It pulses. Think of it that way. But length of pulses years and years and years for us. But it goes up and down. It pulses because it's pulsar. And when it goes to this minimum state, the magnetic connection between the Earth and the sun weakens enough to where the Earth's magnetic field flips or gets wonky.
Right.
And during that time, when the magnetic field is flipping or down or whatever, or funky, anything facing the sun is getting the full force of the sun's radiation.
Man, and then if the sun just decides to belch like a fucking solar flare at us, we're screwed. Completely screwed. It's a Carrington event right there.
Even aside from that.
No. It's a Carrington event in and of itself.
Man.
It's worse than a Carrington event because it's the full force of the sun. It's not just one flare. It's like the regular force. You know, the other thing that Miles said, which I have no idea if it's true. It stuck out in my mind that he was talking about the black goo. So he said that the Earth has its own black goo. It's basically the sentience of the Earth is contained in this goo. For all I know, it could be petroleum, but whatever.
Oh, it could be. I like that.
And so you've all heard about the black goo stuff, right? So he says
man. Max Spears puked it up when he died.
Allegedly. So there's black goo on Earth, but then apparently there's alien black goo, according to him, which is non-hostile, but people are trying to weaponize it, and it kills people when you try to weaponize it because it doesn't want to kill people.
I saw that on TV.
This goo just reminds...
Okay. Let me finish this whole stream here, and then we can talk. So the black goo on Earth, the Earth's black goo is angry or upset or not happy, however you want to put it, that there are so many, and this is according to Miles, dark matter beings on this planet. Okay, so if you can imagine that we are light matter, because we're in the visible universe, that in the invisible universe, the dark matter universe, there are other entities. Those could be the demons. But he claims that 90% of the people on this planet are controlled or possessed or are inhabited by these dark matter beings. And when the poles flip and there's no shade from the sun's full force, all the dark matter beings will be blasted off the planet.
So 90% of the Earth is just poof.
Yes.
Or no, will the people that they're inhabiting stay? Like, or have they like melded with the person completely? Like, will they get blasted off and the person will be fine, or will the person just
person's gone?
They're just gone.
10% of the people will be left, is what he was saying.
Well,
I don't know
but we don't know.
But we don't know. It's good times,
We don't have the
Good times
soundboard.
ahead.
Dude, this reminds me like a lot of like when you say black goo, it just like primordial ooze like comes into my mind. Like it just that phrase, or just something like from just I don't know.
We weren't here 4 billion years ago. Who knows what happened?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I like that. I like that theory. That's nice.
So he came out with that today, right? This other crazy lady, Luna Ash, is always talking about. She's been talking about it for over a year about how this eclipse is going to be important, and there's going to be a shift in the way she's seeing it. This is what she said today, and I found this really interesting. I don't know why. That the Earth is the throat chakra of a larger entity. That we are part of a larger entity.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, well, then she goes on to say that this entity has decided to ascend, and we have to go with it, and that's why there's all this, consternation, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean, if you look at like that whole fractal view of the Earth, like we could just be some tiny little blip, like they do to Men in Black and shit, like with the necklace. Like it's who knows where we could be. I mean, really, we have no idea. That's what
she said today, and she never said that before. So I'm like, wow.
Ugh. That's the kind of stuff I like. Give me that kind of woo woo.
And she's not crazy. She's just that's part of her reality,
Yeah. Oh no, nobody's crazy. Well, yeah, there's crazy people. I take that back. There's definitely crazy people.
Who's hot?
It's that guy. I can't decipher his words most of the time.
He said, "Don't know why she's hot."
What are we doing right now, Jared?
What's happening? What is all this stuff?
I'm reading your comment, trying to decipher it.
What?
That guy to everyone. Don't know why. Lol. She's hot. Who?
Okay. Just leave it.
Just leave it. Some mysteries are left unspoken.
I had two brain cells left. They banged together and that came out.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, assuming that there is this alternate dimension with all these dark entities, that could be where the demons are, that could be where the aliens are, that could be where the fairies are, Sasquatch, everything is in this other dimension over there. Right?
I think there are more than one. I think there's a lot of different dimensions with a lot of different things in them.
Yeah.
I think is it string says 10 and M theory says there's 11 dimensions, or is it 11 and then 12? I don't know.
I think I've heard 12. I've heard 12 somewhere. Maybe.
10 and 11 is string and M theory, respectively, I believe.
I'm waiting for V theory for volume theory.
It's all bullshit.
For volume theory.
It's all bullshit. It's not true. It's numbers. It's a model they've come up with that they're proving through mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when they get to a certain point, it starts to fall apart.
It's probably infinitely extensible.
I don't know. I doubt it.
But it probably always relates back to 3 dimensions somehow, or 4 or 5.
Well, they still can't find any dark matter.
They can't. And they can't prove what gravity is either.
And they can't prove the black holes.
They haven't looked between the seats of my car.
Gravity does not exist. Gravity is a effect of magnetism.
I saw this survey today where they took it and asking scientists if they like have ever faked data to get outcomes or have ever like know scientists who have faked data. And surprisingly, there's a lot of scientists. Like it was still a low percentage, but the simple fact that there's still scientists that have admitted to this, like they're saying this, there's so much shit that's just confirmation bias and just to get the results.
Thing last year or the year last year or early this year about how peer-reviewed papers are not really peer-reviewed. You know, these papers that go out that are published and supposedly peer-reviewed have never been peer-reviewed, so it's bullshit. And that's what a lot of the climate science that our government is going to mandate on us is built on this shit. I forgot I was going to look up.
So yeah, come on by the chat room if you're listening live. That's probably any silent part is just typing in the chat room. But we don't know. Fucking madness. James, your buddy Machismo in the chats, he's going on about chemtrails and stuff. There's a lot of chemtrail talk going on. And they've been spraying pretty hard today too.
Yeah, you were talking about international listeners and he's one of them.
Yeah, he is. James is in a hotel room filled with his family doing a show. Man.
So shout out to K-Dog and caution about Lady Eboshi. I'm just saying.
She's a freak.
Because why?
I am not saying that because I won't.
Because what?
It's all in the chat.
So did you guys see Toy Story 4 yet?
No.
I was just throwing it out there.
You need to play the record scratch if you're going to do that.
Yeah, Toy Story 4. Yes.
See Toy Story 4?
Oh, man.
I found out an interesting fact about Toy Story.
Let's hear it. It's a Gnostic tale.
I don't know about that. I doubt it. It's more like a Disney tale.
Did I ever tell you that I used to be a neighbor of Walt Disney's brother? I used to live next door to Walt.
You used to, yeah? What was his name? John Disney?
Richard Disney.
Dick Disney, huh?
Yes. Well, that's how he went by Dick Disney. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Dick Disney. How you doing?
He was a nice guy.
Did you?
He's not a dick. I'm the dick.
Did you ever mow his lawn or anything? Or
No, it was in a condo.
Man,
he was a nice enough guy.
You ever get any nice frames, like some Disney animation frames or anything from him? Some good stills?
No. He used to chuck me to do, but other than that, it was pretty. There was nothing going on there.
Dick Disney.
Right. Okay, so check this out. So in The Shining, the carpet. Look at the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember that carpeting?
Yep.
I do.
Toy Story.
Okay.
Same carpeting. See?
All right.
You're still on the Shining picture.
No. Oh, fuck. I shared the window. Stupid ass. Stop. Here. I do it again. Here we go. Shining.
Okay.
Toy Story.
It's the same carpet.
Yeah.
No,
I wonder if those railings are the same. Wait, go back. Is it the same carpet or is it similar? It's similar. It's just similar. It's not exactly the same. Go back.
You just can't see it from this angle. There's a gap between these two. Like this side and this side. In this picture, there's a gap, but it's essentially the same. Different color. It's the same pattern.
That looks like half-assed hexagons and squares, dude.
It's a bad picture. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this one, Jer. I'm usually on board with a lot of stuff. This one's a tough one, though. It doesn't exist, folks. But we don't know.
Doesn't-exist.com.
I don't know who took these pictures, but they suck. this you can see how it comes down, and there's kind of a gap between it.
It's a little different looking. Maybe,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe because it's from a different.
It's a
Like
different angle.
cocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm,
I don't know. No, look at the tiles on the wall. The wall pattern looks similar to it. I think.
oh yeah, the wall pattern does look similar. Yeah. Wait,
All
show
of
us the other picture first.
Yeah.
all
let
of
me
it.
I think they changed. I think they changed. No, the other one.
Now go back to. That wall's looking pretty similar.
It is. It is. Wait a minute. Show me the other one from.
Camera A, and this makes wonderful podcasts
what-
for audio only.
What does that say on her shirt? Apollo.
Apollo?
His
Yeah.
shirt, it's an Apollo 11 sweater. The whole thing goes back to, did Kubrick hide clues that he filmed Apollo 11 landing in The Shining?
Mm-hmm.
He filmed the Apollo 11 landing in The
So-
Shining.
No, that there are clues he left in The Shining about him filming. I'm in a bad mood tonight. Don't fuck with me, please.
Everybody back up. I still love you, Jared. It's okay.
I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just I have a short temper tonight. That's
Oh
about
God!
it.
Thank God Felix isn't here. He'd put you over
Totally.
go over the edge.
Soft kitty, warm.
Or drunk Jake.
Wait.
I miss Jake.
Jake, come back.
I know. I messaged him. I was like, "Did you hang it out tonight?" I heard nothing. I know he works nights. I know he works nights a lot.
I got beers to drink.
I love you, Jake. So there was I've been following a lot of outrage on Twitter right now between Skankfest. It's a comedy festival in New York City. They had Louis C.K. Like randomly show up and perform, and now all these woke comedians are like attacking like Skankfest. But it was like one of the most successful comedy events of the year. It's just hilarious seeing this insane discourse among comedians, the people who should be able to say whatever the fuck they want, and they're all getting butthurt. Like, I think, dude, I see the SJWs eating themselves every day. They're just completely eating themselves. They don't know what to do. And then you have kids being trans, and like, I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't exist, folks.
It doesn't exist. So there's a little rant about
it's a
that.
wild, wacky world, right?
Dude, it's a stupid world. There's a loud
Yeah.
minority that are dictating the rules, and it's unacceptable. And then there's massive
You said-
media companies that are able to manipulate the message.
Yes.
Oh, that one looks a little. Yeah, that one looks good, Jer.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I see
I
it.
could see it there. Yeah, 100% right there.
It's like the
Yeah,
inverse.
totally. It's a negative.
Yeah,
It's a negative of the floor.
yeah.
Creepy.
So, what was your point on this? That just it exists?
It exists, yeah.
Huh?
It's a thing.
It's
It's a nod.
a nod from Lasseter, from John Lasseter, the guy who wrote and directed Toy Story, that he knew.
So, do you think Kubrick actually did filmed Apollo?
Yeah, I do.
There's just too many little hints. Why would they even start a myth like that? There's just too many little things.
To keep you not focused on the
And
fact
then
that they fucking never went to the moon.
And what was hilarious is there was Ron Howard in Arrested Development season 4. There was this whole scene where like him and Michael get into the original Apollo lander, and he like claims like how, oh yeah, no, they faked the first one. Like he went on and said all this stuff. Like, yeah,
Do
me
you
and my
know
brother were up there.
Ron Howard's a 33rd degree Freemason.
I'd believe it.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are 33rd. Freemasons.
Nate's almost there. He's 32nd. I remember hearing something that he had to get up there to film Apollo 13 or some shit like that. In order to be like let into certain areas of NASA, he had to be a 33rd degree Mason.
Well,
I don't know if that's true.
yeah. But yeah, like who knows? There could be they could have just filmed one as a backup. But like, dude, I don't see how that craft could have landed on the moon. Like,
It couldn't.
It doesn't make
Here's-
sense to me. It doesn't make
here's
any
my-
sense.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Here's what I think. That there's no way that the U.S. government knew it could not go wrong. whatever happened, it had to go perfectly. Otherwise, it would be a disaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they prepared the film. They sent the guys up to do low Earth orbit for however long, and they had all that shit prepared. And they played it back through a monitor, and that's what was filmed as the landing was this. They set up the video cameras, the TV cameras rather, in Mission Control, pointing at the monitors at Mission Control, and the film was put through there. They were never given a direct feed of the film.
Oh, okay.
So it made it look really shitty,
Yeah.
right? So like it was from space, and no one could ever examine the film forensically because it was never pure.
Yeah. And all the technology disappeared too.
Of course it did, and all the tapes with the telemetry data.
It's fucked up.
It's all gone. They never had it. It was a Cold War play.
Yeah, 100%.
If they went after that, I don't know. I can't say, but I'm telling you, Apollo 11 was bunk.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. And just when you see all those fucking astronauts doing their like that press
mundane
conference or
shit in
whatever,
space.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or just
totally.
They looked so depressed and just filled with anxiety, and they all became alcoholics. It's just like, it's just crazy.
Who knows what happened to them when they went up there for that long?
Yeah. Yeah. Symbiotic
No one else comes
spacesuits.
back from space like that.
Fucking Venom. Yeah, like
I can't wait to go out around town here, or around once I get out in the desert more, to really see the NASA moonscape. I'm actually where they film all the NASA stuff. So.
You can look for the opportunity rover. You know what you should do is go out to what's Branson's town's name? Miracle or Special Purpose or whatever. Yes, Truth or Consequence. That's in New Mexico, isn't it? Never mind.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one in the U.S. and I think there's one in Mexico. I think we just went over that before.
So if you go up to Sedona, if you keep going up Oak Creek Canyon up into Flagstaff, and then turn east on I can't remember the highway. I think it's 20, maybe 42, maybe 4.
maybe 4.
But we don't know.
But we don't know.
So that highway out past Twin Arrows, Arizona, there's a place called Meteor Crater.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is worth a trip. It's worth a trip, but from Phoenix, it's kind of a long drive.
The largest man-made crater. I mean, asteroid-created crater.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of it. I'd like to see.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's shockingly large.
Yeah,
it's you get close to it and you think, what the hell is that?
It's huge.
Rising up out of the desert. It's from the freaking crater.
It's the biggest. It's the most best crater ever. It's in the United States.
The most superlative noun to have ever verbed.
Yes. Speaking of that, I'm about to go see the biggest.
The Mexican government.
Nice goat.
Mexico.
Nice.
Going to Mexico?
Oh, mother Trebek.
Yeah, I'm gonna head south to Mexico and go meet Midnight Mike right now. So I gotta go.
Have fun, James.
Sean.
See you later, bud.
Pretty mom.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Get him
We'll
to
see
show
what
you the
happens.
picture.
Maybe maybe we'll pop back in. Let's see what's up.
We'll see what's up.
Yeah. All right, later.
See ya.
See you, James. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, James.
Thanks for doing a show for me.
That's what we do. Oh, man. A show. That would require content and things for people to talk about.
And viewers.
And viewers. No, we actually have a surprisingly we have like 15 listeners right now. And I don't know how, but we don't know. Jerry's muted.
Should be.
I was muted. I was saying hello, listeners.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's all these things that I was seeing all week long that I'm like, I want to talk about that. That looks cool.
We could talk about Project Veritas and censorship with Google.
Oh, that did happen.
That is an interesting one. Yeah.
Here she is.
Look who
the
just
birthday
showed up.
girl.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy.
Happy birthday, dear Suzanne.
Happy, happy, happy.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy, happy, happy.
Hi, Suzanne. She's not even here now.
She's on mute.
We went through all that, and she doesn't even exist.
Suzanne turned 60 today. Be nice.
We got to do it again.
Gordon,
do it
Gordon
again.
White.
Gordon?
Gordon White's here.
I don't think that's Gordon White. Is that Gordon Rupe?
That is Gordon Rupe.
Nobody invited you, dude.
Nobody invited me.
Mother of F.
Anytime you want, you can join in, Gordon.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding. How you doing, buddy?
What's up,
What's
guys?
up,
We
guys?
did a Rupe sighting.
Am I like interrupting a chat?
No.
Are you guys recording?
We're doing a live show right now. It's all happening.
It's man. Okay.
It's the normal Tuesday dumbass. Come on in.
Are you sure? No, because
No, I'm not sure. Get in here.
I'm so sorry, you guys. No, really, if you want me to go, I will.
No.
No.
What is the topic then? I'm so sorry.
End of the
It's-
world.
Well, we were
End of
talking
the
shit
world.
about you until you got here.
See. Well, was it good shit or was it like,
It was
all
awesome.
let's all calm down for 1 second. Suzanne.
Okay. Reel us in, Grim.
Suzanne, I just wanted to say happy birthday.
Turning
You're
60.
supposed to
And-
sing.
Oh, I
You
totally
did.
did. You didn't hear it right when you came in. I sang
was
the
on
entire thing.
phone.
Oh, we all
You
sang.
did?
Oh,
Yeah, sang like
100%.
nine.
100%. There was noises and everything going on.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Very
welcome.
safe.
Happy
I
birthday.
sang.
Grim sang tenor.
Yeah.
Aw. Thanks, guys.
And I
And-
sang it in Bullwinkle's voice just for you.
And I recorded a happy birthday with burps that I'll send you later.
Oh, nice. Thanks, guys.
As far as topics, end of the world, probably. whatever thinks, Armageddon just around the corner.
Well, if you're talking end of the world, you have to be talking about like what Notre Dame and
No, fuck that. That's bullshit stuff.
and
That
well,
is so last week.
man, I had to bring it up. I mean, come on.
Okay. We don't know if it's bullshit.
I've got an audience to placate too.
Is there any legitimacy to any of Nostradamus's prophecies, or is that just mainstream stuff?
Look, the dude was tripping balls in remote viewing. He was remote viewing, okay? So, and then he wrote it into poetry. If you can
Okay.
interpret that 400 years later as prophecy, good on you.
While eating ergot laced rye.
He's been tripping balls. That's good enough.
I would agree with that. You can also argue the point, what historians say that he had to encrypt it because, people would accuse him of witchcraft. And, you could go with that, or you can just go ahead and bring oh my God, it's Cruz.
It
What
was.
is going on?
And what are you doing back here?
Yeah.
I want to sing happy birthday to the lovely Suzanne.
you missed it.
Aw,
Everybody missed it.
I was like, dude, I left right when you come in. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Suzanne. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday
to you.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Nah, no problem.
That's so
Hey, what's up,
nice.
Gordon?
What up, man?
Nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Just hanging out on the balcony here. There it is. Yeah.
You're
That's gorgeous.
You're the whole reason I signed on to this thing, and I didn't even know they were live, man.
Yeah. No, good. You can fill in for me then.
No,
I-
that's why I was calling
Yeah.
in to ask. I'm like, am I still
Yeah.
guest hosting on Friday or what?
I should have told you when I was texting with you earlier. You could fill
Yeah.
in for me. Yeah, because I'm a dick like that.
No.
I forgot. But
Because my wife is like, you better find out because I don't
Yeah.
want to have to make plans and then cancel them. I'm like, yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. No, yeah, feel free, have fun. Drink Coke, be young, whatever. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go now.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. See you
Later,
guys.
bro.
Have
Bye,
fun.
James.
Bye.
So what was being talked about as far as end of the world? Like, were you guys talking biblical prophecy or?
Oh no, things were getting kind of crazy. We actually were talking about these black goo alien entities that are potentially harvesting 90% of the world's population, and pretty soon something's going to happen to wipe that 90% off of the world. You know, that's kind of just the general place where we're at right now. If you got anything,
Are we in the 90%?
no, we're real people.
10%.
We're real people.
Okay,
Totally.
good.
No, yeah, definitely. Come on.
Oh, what
It-
about
it-
all
it
those
What do you got,
It
Suzanne?
only affects the NPCs.
Only the NPCs. Yes.
graves that were empty in, was it Thailand?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I love this. Let's look this up right now. This sounds like
Empty
saw it.
Thailand grave.
empty Thailand.
And there was a
graves.
flood.
Clickety-clickety.
Well, it might not be Thailand. It might be another Asian country. But there was a flood, and then all these bodies disappeared out of the graves. They can't find the
I'll
bodies.
just get real racist and say empty Oriental graves. You can't say Oriental anymore. It's canceled.
It is Thailand. Well,
Is it Thailand? Okay.
Oriental
find the
is
bodies.
French for Eastern.
Well, let's not get crazy. Yeah, it's canceled. That guy. It's in our PC world. You can't say Oriental anymore.
So
I
are
know,
you
right?
supposed to call them Asian rugs?
Asian, yeah, an Oriental rug. Come on.
Persian rugs. You have to give proper attribution.
Well, okay. What about massage?
Massage.
Like, you know,
Oriental
yeah.
massage. Yeah.
I'm
There's
with
a
you
lot
with
of-
that, but what? Why you?
And I'm pretty sure that Top Ramen still has a flavor called Oriental, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
are they going to change
I
it
think
to Asian
I think
flavor?
I think it's the blue package, if I'm not mistaken. But this
It
needs some
is.
investigation.
It is. It totally is.
This needs some investigation right now because we need to cancel Top Ramen if this is the case,
Well,
But I have to
I'm-
tell you,
or it's more Mirachun or however you say the other brand.
I do know that we have two packages of it in the cupboard right now, and one of them is labeled Oriental, and the other is labeled soy sauce.
well, I mean,
Soy
just
sauce?
Asian flavor sounds like something out of Soylent Green. Like,
It
you
does.
know,
It could be. Take some Asian
Green
flavor.
is Asians.
Yeah, right here. I'll post it in the chats. There it is. Oriental. It's a thing.
Wait, so did we ever find out what happened to the bodies in Thailand?
Yeah, I think that guy had the article pulled up. Sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some,
it's right here. It's let's see.
5 days ago.
Oh crap! I clicked on the wrong damn thing. A video has
Yeah.
appeared of what is said to be a graveyard in Thailand with open graves and the bodies missing.
now forgive my
What
ignorance,
is it?
that guy, but I
Noticed.
think I've talked to you before, but I don't recognize you.
Wait, what?
Who are you? I recognize you, but I can't put a name to your face.
Dude, I'm that guy.
he is that guy.
Oh.
He has always been that
He's that guy.
Okay.
He is that
All
guy.
right. Okay.
You know,
I'm
that
sorry.
guy
He's
that does that
guy.
thing with that stuff.
The thing with the stuff.
Oh man, I keep getting a lot of videos pulling up when I try to find this mysterious grave story.
Maybe you recognize my voice from my previous from call centers. Like, don't call me again and put me on your do not call list.
That's okay. I get a number I don't know. I go, hello, and thank you for calling Movie Phone. And
So far, no one can explain what happened, and it remains a mystery.
I
The
had
dead
some.
rise during the night. Did the dead rise during the night? And
Did
was
they?
it the work, or was it work? Or, let me try this in English.
Yeah. There you go.
Get it?
Did the dead rise, or was it the work of grave robbers? Nobody seems to know. Least of all, the people who published this article, who made random shit up, heard on the- lending false
Picture looks
credibility.
very.
Is it like
Weird.
that voodoo powder that they use in New Orleans? You know
Oh no, that's different.
It's
Yeah,
pulper fish.
powder-
Pulper fish.
Yeah, the voodoo powder from New Orleans is scopolamine.
Devil's breath.
No, it's not.
devil's breath, right?
No, it's
And-
not. No, it's
Oddly,
not. You're wrong.
It's the same stuff that they put in seasick patches. And if you wear one of those to sleep, you will be tripping balls.
If you put about 10 of them on you, yes. And
Okay,
voodoo
so-
powder is not scopolamine.
If you put them on your balls, you confused me. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to put them on my balls to get seasick?
No, you get
What the hell
off
are you
10
talking
times in a
about?
row.
Oh, hey. It'll remind me of my single life.
Apparently, I want to go back to the Oriental thing. President Obama, this is from an article from 2016. President Obama recently signed a bill prohibiting the use of the term in all federal documents. So Oriental is canceled, but in the federal government.
What is the replacement? Asian?
Asian Americans, yes.
So is it
But they're
okay to
not-
still use the term Occidental?
You know,
Sure.
that whole something American, what a fucking bullshit thing to do. That is such.
Dude,
it's
that's why
not
you can't,
true.
like,
It's not
what
true.
do you-
I'm not
what do
an
you-
Italian American. I'm a fucking American who descended from Italians.
What do you call a black guy in England? You can't call him African American.
You call him a black guy.
Let me tell you, I got into the most incredibly stupid argument with a friend of mine's wife.
Awesome. Wait to hear it.
Because Charlize Theron is from South Africa.
Mhm.
And on her passport, it says she is African American.
Yeah.
That's just
And-
fucking U.S. political correctness bullshit. That's all.
And she being African American herself got 9 shades of pissed off. She's like, she's not African American. I'm like, she's from Africa and she has dual citizenship in America, so she's African American. And like, so she brought this to her family, her African American family. They're like, no, yeah, that's right. And she was the only one who had a problem with it.
I used to work with a very, very nice, extremely smart lady from South Africa. And when she figured out the subtlety of African American, she's like, oh shit, I'm all over this. She was not
Yes.
she was Boer descended, I'll put it that way.
Hmm.
Okay, so that killed that.
No, my wife came in the room and had to hit me. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Always willing to always willing to pause for spousal abuse.
Yes.
Hey, she
We
knows
break-
daddy. She knows daddy likes it rough.
If you need to go on mute again, it's okay. I understand.
No, it's I had to. Steve knows what my old lady's like. She's evil. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She makes you beg for your orgasms while you're on a radio show live, right?
Swear to God, I was joking.
Why do you think I don't have a webcam?
That's all right. I can't come without getting punched in the face anymore these days. So I get it.
I'm not touching that comment with a 30-foot pole. Or a 10-meter cattle prod.
Ha.
Now if you can catch that movie reference, then
Nope. It's lost on me.
dude, it's Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that was. I don't remember like literally what I did today. I can't remember movie quotes. My brain is not.
I have to keep a timesheet at work. I still don't remember what I did.
Booty rooter. I don't know. I don't have a waifu pillow yet. Let's get through this. I'll post pics once I get one.
No, I was drawing earlier this
That's a
week. and
waifu pillow.
by accident, I drew an anime character. I'm like, I should send this to Grimsteak,
Always.
And so Caleb drew on it with crayon, and I'm like, well, never mind.
I like how that's becoming my brand right now, and I like it. Waifu body pillows. My birthday's next month, guys.
I'll take subtle as a knee to the groin for 200, Alex.
Oh my God. I just want to rinse my ears out.
See, now that in and of itself sounds like a fetish. See,
So
Yeah,
it's good. It's good on this waifu pillow collection here that they have targets for what you're supposed to be aiming for.
There's targets.
Yeah. Well, look.
I always
The
thought
one
a
that you
Target.
posted.
I always thought a Target would be like the best tramp stamp ever.
Oh, you can get a Shrek one.
Oh my
Shrek
god!
tramp stamp?
No, a Shrek body pillow
We
with
can get
donkey
that
too. Yeah, I'm all over
Oh,
that.
dude, donkey. Seriously.
Yeah. What is this even devolving into? What is this show? Is this even a show?
I'm the one who changed it all up. I'm sorry, guys.
There was nothing to change it up from.
Well, no, because
None
you
of
guys-
us are wasted yet. That's also a problem.
It
Oh.
could be the issue.
You know what it is? It reminds me of the early days of OBDM.
I need to go back and listen to those old episodes.
Jerry's on mute, or we'd hear him laughing.
Oh man, that's the Booty Reader. That is such a beauty. It's Princess Fiona as in her Shrek form, but with this green pocket pussy at the bottom. It's really just it's high art.
It's like shoved in the mattress
Yes,
with the
it
picture of
is.
Fiona above it.
and she's still better looking than Cameron Diaz. Go figure.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, so we were talking about Google censorship.
Oh yeah, that's right. That
Yes.
Veritas video.
So
Thank
Project,
God, Jerry. Thank you.
Project Veritas put out a video. They did some, you know how they do those undercover videos? And they had a conversation with Jen Chennai, who was director of something at Google, who's basically came out and said, you know, we have to stop the Trump, I forget how she put it, but it was basically the Trump situation can't happen again.
Yeah. So
Right.
it was in the context of Trump, but what she was talking about was suppressing
Right wing view.
contrary thought.
Yes, contrary thought to hers and Google's. So their agenda. And so this went out as a 25-minute video, went out, I think it was yesterday morning that Project Veritas posted it, and it was pulled, it was banned, privacy complaint taken down on YouTube, like within 4 hours, 5 hours. And there was like zero coverage of it in the mainstream. A few people picked it up, but now it's getting, because it was taken down, it's getting attention, as is so the case with these things. But nothing's going to happen. It's,
Well, yeah, but that's how it constantly goes, though. I mean,
I know.
I've gotten to the point where if I hear about censorship, I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, it's just gotten to the point where it's just rubbish.
Well, the other thing I heard yesterday regarding censorship was there's a knitting website called Ravelers, I think.
Oh, yeah, and they
Ravelry.
banned
Ravelry.
pro-Trump stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that they won't have white supremacists on their site, so any Trump support will be banned immediately. They basically came out and said that anyone who supports Trump is a white supremacist.
Wow.
And that's kind of the viewpoint of the left, which is really fucked up. But it's just that they're so far left that anything to the right of them is extreme.
And what the worst thing about that is that it actually blinds you to what like real white supremacists and real like horrible people are, because you're just painting all these people with such a broad brush.
Well, what they're doing too is they're creating a gigantic echo chamber for themselves where they feel good inside.
Mhm.
But the minute they step outside,
Maybe this is
and I'm leaving.
When the what?
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What I was going to suggest was that maybe this is a metric that we can use to discuss freedom, openness, whatever, for internet websites and discussion forums, and call it the echo factor. And the lower the echo factor, you know, the more open it is for discussion.
Right. Well, that's the problem with censorship is when it's very fascistic, for one, and when you take all those people out of your circle, there's no discourse. It's all, you know, chickens clucking.
But when they've been so rabid this long, what happens when you take all your enemies away? Like, what do they start doing? Like, it seems like these people can't even enjoy themselves anymore. It's just, how do you... It doesn't make sense.
I don't think they do enjoy themselves. Their life's consumed by their job.
No, but they need something to hate, so at that point they'll just start turning on each other, which kind of how they already are doing it.
Yeah,
left is
yeah.
eating
They'll
itself.
eat themselves because they're all demon filled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
Demons.
Like double dog cream inside, but demons.
Of course.
Because everything
demons.
is demons.
Everything's demons, Suzanne. You know this.
Including
I know.
the whipped sugar and lard inside a fucking devil dog. Is it?
There,
Devil dog cream? Is this what you squeeze out of a marine or something?
What you squeeze it out of a devil dog?
that reminds me of this cake party I went to in college. Wait, never mind. That's an inappropriate story.
No, it's not. Go ahead.
No, but there's always going to be censorship whenever there's going to be someone in power versus someone who is not in power.
This isn't driven by Trump. This is a technocratic corporate thing.
No, I'm saying as a generality. As a generality, there will forever be censorship. Period. Point blank. End of story.
The thing that bothers me the most is the way. I'm not a Trump supporter. I didn't vote for the dude, right? I'm not a Clinton supporter either, but the way that he's labeled a racist, a liar, or this, that, he's like the worst fucking person in the world. If you read left-leaning media, right? And nobody says shit about that. But Carlos Maza gets called a queer sissy, whatever Steven Crowder said, and he goes ape shit. I don't get there's an imbalance there.
There's forever going to be an imbalance when you have, if it's a Democrat in the White House, then you're going to have a left-leaning media. When there's a Republican in the White House, you're going to have a right-leaning media. Now, sometimes that idiom is, a little bit kittywampus.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, when I say kittywampus, I mean, you can have a Republican in the White House and it'll be a left-leaning media and vice versa.
The media is completely different from when a Republican was in the White House. It's completely different than it was when Bush was in.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, they were anti-Bush, but it wasn't like they still.
There was no outrage over him bombing Iraq.
But all Bush had to do was pull out the 9/11 card. I mean, there was that, we're looking for weapons of mass destruction and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, oh, okay, well, as long as he's looking out for us. I mean, that's what
I never felt
into.
that way. I was a Democrat back then.
Well, yeah, but it's also a matter of majority rules,
Which is why I sat on my hands.
Well, yeah, I mean, in some cases, because we were talking the other night, Grim and me and James, it's not a matter of I'm going to write this and I want you to take everything I write as the gospel. I mean, you have to encourage, others to go, look, if this is something that you're into, you need to research it. And if you believe that Trump is genius, then research why he's a genius. If you think he's a fucktard, then you need to research why he's a fucktard. And
explain it to the rest of us.
I don't disagree with you, but
a
majority of people on both sides will not do that research. They believe what they hear, and if it's repeated enough times, it's truth in their head.
And how do you even know that the research you're doing, you're getting valid information and you're not getting biased information from the echo chamber? It's just,
you have to listen to the person that's being spoken about and watch what they do. That's recorded, I guess. That's about all you can do. I mean, I don't know. How is the next president going to be treated if the left doesn't like him?
Mm-hmm.
They've lost all civility. That's all Hillary Clinton's fault because she said, "Oh, we can't be civil with these people."
God damn it!
Do you remember that?
Fucking Hillary.
Fucking Hillary.
Seriously, I mean, that set the tone, and these people are not civil.
She's been
They'd rather
quiet for
punch
all
you.
this time, and then when she does pipe up, she goes, "Fucking Hillary."
She popped up yesterday bitching about the concentration camps down at the border.
Oh, Hillary, yeah, she's the worst.
She jumps into strategic points where she can tug at your heartstrings. She's a fucking psychic vampire.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Who? Hillary or Suzanne?
Oh,
Hillary.
not Suzanne.
Oh shit!
Hillary.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to tug at your emotions, then they're vampires.
I still think she's going to run. Even Joe Rogan said he's worried about her.
Well, Biden will be out of the race, even if he gets the
Oh,
primary.
he's not going to get it.
Dude,
No.
Biden's already out of the race. He just doesn't know it yet.
You can't trust the polls. He's actually the safe choice. If the Democrats are going to push someone, he's the most moderate. He will get the most votes out of their base. If they do Warren, no one's going to vote for her. Kamala Harris has a slight chance, but not against Trump. None of them are going to win against Trump.
No,
No,
none of them
are
will
gonna
beat
win.
Trump. None of them will beat Trump.
Kamala Harris
Unless
has
they can impeach him.
Kamala Harris.
Well,
has a slight
that's why they're
chance
trying
until
to
somebody
impeach
figures
him.
out.
But if they impeached him, that would be the biggest mistake of,
I was kidding.
you know.
I was being facetious.
Okay.
But even still, I mean, you know, there is a lot of people who are calling for impeachment, and that would just be a huge mistake because that would just make him more popular. I mean, look at what happened when Nixon, you know, people forget that when Nixon was impeached, people didn't think he was going to get impeached. You know,
Nixon committed a crime and it was proven.
Oh yeah.
Trump
He was never impeached. He resigned.
Whatever.
But no. But it's a matter of the whole issue of impeachment was not considered to be a big deal. It was like, oh, well, you know, maybe I don't think it's going to happen. Blah, blah. Same thing with Clinton.
Yeah,
They're like,
he did get impeached.
Yep.
but look at his popularity numbers after he got impeached.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with Nixon. After he resigned, he became a goddamn folk hero.
But see, Clinton was actually impeached, and he was convicted in the impeachment. Still nothing happened other than censure.
But
I think the worst that happened to Clinton was that he was disbarred.
Convicted or not, look at his popularity numbers.
Well, but yeah, no, I get it. But it's like this thing, and I'm gonna, God forgive me, I'm quoting Jon Stewart here. It's like people look at the news media as people that look at the monkey that's flinging poo, and people say, you know, monkeys flinging poo. Okay, all right, that's what monkeys do. But what he thinks that the news media should do more is say, you know, bad monkey. And really, that's ultimately all it's about. No, but all they're doing is criticizing. It's not. There's no legal action that comes from this. It's all. Oh, right. It's all a critique.
The court of public opinion.
Yeah, it's a public shaming. That's all.
Right. It's a public
It's a shaming. It's the same people who stand around outside Congress or outside a courtroom and shame. You know, it's like
but Trump's been being shamed since he took office.
Yeah.
In the press,
absolutely.
publicly. Yeah.
Sure.
It's uncivil.
So the press does it. The press does it. Congress does it. But ultimately, it's really just someone saying, bad monkey.
What do other countries' citizens look at people who are saying, oh, you know, they're going to pick up on this too because their media repeats it, especially like the BBC. Look at what Sadiq Khan did when Trump went over there for the visit to the Queen. Did you see the big stink he made?
We are like laughing stock because of Trump. I mean,
but it's not because of Trump. It's because of the press's presentation of him. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't think the guy's that bad. He probably, left alone, he might actually do really good things, right? But he's constantly attacked and constantly berated and constantly insulted.
Yeah, but he brings it on himself. I mean, when you're a braggart, you know, people, you know, if I come on this show and I go, you know what? I am the best fucking writer that has ever been on this show ever. Then everyone's going to be like, well, back it up. Well, I can't back that up. I've got 10 books published and I don't have any bestsellers, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so, I get that, right? But it's fucking Trump, okay? Everybody knows Donald Trump. He's an actor.
Yes. But it's not like he's some new phenomenon.
It's like a real thing. And it's just his persona. Yeah, what?
Well, yeah, but does that become an excuse? It's like, you know,
we don't know what's going on when he's not in front of a camera or fucking.
That is true. That's absolutely true.
No idea what goes on, and all you hear is trash talking media. Oh, he's an idiot, or he's this, or he's that.
Well, he is an idiot.
He's not an idiot. He's not an idiot. There's no way he can
Have
be a
you read
billionaire.
have you read his Twitter feed?
It's
my
it's
God.
beautiful. It's a work of art. He's the number one poster.
I think it's performance art.
His character doesn't go well over text. That's what I would say.
I think it goes perfectly.
Running, be like, all right.
That
I think what we should be talking about, guys, is O.J. Simpson's back on Twitter, and the tweet he put out just like a couple hours ago is him defending Michael Jackson and talking about how he personally took kids from this cancer camp up to Neverland Ranch and how Michael Jackson was a great person. So let's just think about that.
Because O.J. Simpson is the epitome of character, isn't he?
Isn't it just like it's an incredible time to be on Twitter.
Please tell me you're making that up.
No, this is all 100% fact. 100%
Oh my God.
fact.
The fact that O.J. Simpson is on Twitter.
And he just makes these videos. He doesn't even text anything. He just like has some dude that records him and uploads a video onto Twitter.
Wait, who got blocked? Somebody posted that they got blocked by
I don't
O.J.
know.
Simpson, and
Well,
it said
there's-
something like, "Oh, you're blocked."
Yeah, and there's all these people. There's these people.
I got something to add to my rant before I stop.
Go for it, Jay.
I'm sorry about this. The thing what I was talking about, how Trump's being treated personally is pissing me off, right? And it has all along. The other thing is that what you're seeing is bullying by the media and by the left and by this group of people who are so intent on stopping bullying and harassment on all the platforms where free speech is going away right now. The same group that's pulling our free speech away is the same people who are fighting bullying and harassment, yet they're bullying and harassing Trump on a daily basis. And nobody ever calls that shit out. I'm done. I'm done ranting.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
but a counterpoint to
the
that
same
would be he does just as much bullying.
He doesn't bully anybody. He doesn't bully.
Did you watch the debates where he stood over Hillary Clinton?
He wasn't president then.
So that's different because it was okay.
Yes.
He was a bully because he wasn't president.
He wasn't a bully. You're just too sensitive.
No,
Well, he was standing right over her.
So what? He's aggressive.
Is that true, Booty Rooter? Did OJ really threaten a guy with knife emojis on Twitter? Because I don't know if that's true. That seems like it could be Photoshopped.
Someone with fucking knife emojis. God, see, this is what I'm talking about. This shit is crazy.
None of it's real.
I don't even.
None of it is real
anymore.
None of it's real.
You don't want to wedge her?
I don't want to go outside anymore. I want that virtual reality and just like go hide in the world and fuck this.
Plug me in. I want out of
the
this
agenda
place.
at play here is to make it so intolerable to be in public that you're forced
Maybe.
to go into a virtual reality.
I'm going to ask a stupid question.
No
How do
such
I put
thing
how do I put a picture in the chat room?
just upload it. There's a little attachment thing, or you copy paste it.
Wait. Go to
or you can just drag and drop it.
Oh, drag and drop. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Several things.
Are you talking about the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
just
can-
drag and
you
drop it
can
on
write-
top of the Discord. It'll show up.
You can right click, copy image, and then paste into Discord.
And Machismo, I totally agree with you. I don't like how friendly he is with Israel or Saudi Arabia or any of the fucking terrible.
I don't either.
I don't like that at all.
Again,
this-
we
I'm
don't
up-
know what goes on behind closed doors. Saudi Arabia is really pissed off right now. Do you know that there's a Russian destroyer in the Bay of Pigs right now? Right now, today?
For what?
To intimidate us.
For a port call.
But
They
it's
go there to buy rum.
No, you're missing my point. It's an intimidating move by the Russians to do that at this tense time politically with the border crisis. And then, but we don't have anything that is pissing off Russia right now, unless they're just like reinforcing the thought of don't attack Iran.
Is it
Of course
important
they are.
to piss off Russia?
No, it's not important to not piss off anybody.
Okay.
People are responsible for their own feelings, not me.
Isn't Russia an ally of Iran?
Yes.
Are
That's why
they
they're
actually an ally, or did they just do business with them?
Russia protects Iran. They
And
pay their
Syria.
protection money they're part of BRICS, dude. They're part of the whole new Silk Road thing that's going on over there. That's what's
Oh, yeah.
really behind the scenes
That's
here.
right.
That's why we're not bombing it, because Trump's going to get us in that. Because if we don't get in it, we're fucked economically. I think that's really what's going on. And the warmongers, the fucking neocons, the war is not over. That Christ hasn't risen.
You got the Ben Shapiros and the Sean Hannitys that are just so pissed that Trump didn't do anything.
Hannity actually.
They shot our robot.
Yeah, exactly, Susan. Not our robot.
I was saying Tucker Carlson was the one who was praising him. So.
Oh God, Tucker Carlson.
I love Tucker Carlson.
Well,
Oh, go ahead, Grim.
No, I was just. I mean, yeah. He's on Fox News and says some shit, but he's more. He seems more reasonable. I don't know, like a little more rational than most of the nonsense I hear on there.
He's level-headed. He looks at both sides and says, "Okay, that's fucked up. What you're doing over there?"
And he entertains all the UFO stuff, so I kind of love him for that.
But like I said, we don't know what's going on in the government for real. We just see what's given to us, and it looks like a fucking circus.
It is. Well, any business is a fuck. Well, any business is a fucking circus, whether it's the White House or whether you're running a mom and pop
business.
Yeah, I mean, any business is a fucking circus. I mean, but it's a matter of I'm still amazed by some of the stuff that's done versus some of the stuff like that whole, one of the whole things. What was it? The grabber by the pussy comment. I read an article
in a book he wrote 40 years ago, right? 30 years ago.
No, it was the video he did while he was during an interview.
But maybe it's something the New York guys say.
I want to just say, all right, bro,
I lived in New York. I never said that.
No, I never heard it either.
I didn't want to get cut.
Just talk. People are like that. People talk all the time. This is the thing.
Let's not forget about Billy Bush. He lost his job over it. Trump became president and Billy Bush lost his job. The reporter he was talking to when he said it. That guy got blackballed.
Billy he got all the crucifixion for it, and Trump nothing. And I'm like, what would happen if Obama said something like that?
He'd be way cooler. That's for sure.
CIA handlers wouldn't allow it.
I'm pretty sure like they'd burn him by the stake, I mean, or crucify him upside down. What was it? St. Peter, right?
I would love it. It would humanize him a little bit. Like give me crass and crude. Give me real people. I don't want that fake politician bullshit. That's why I love Trump. He's just a shit poster, and he's the president we deserve. He's just loud, brash, ridiculous. Like he's basically your average American person personified into this.
I wish there was another version of George Carlin that would run for president.
God, no kidding.
That would be great. But, somebody like that would never win.
Oh, no, because he's real.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is 100% authentic.
Yeah. And Trump's a TV personality. So he can play the game.
Yeah. I mean, he, Lord knows how successful he's been with like Trump steaks and Trump Tower and
dude, Trump steaks are so delicious. They're the best.
What about Trump University?
Yes, I wash it down. I wash it down with my Trump water.
That's I mean, Trump University is like, you may as well just go to community college because it has more of a rep. I mean, it's
I have a PhD in dunderfuckery from Trump University.
See, look at that. See, that's how that guy.
It's not all wasted.
Yeah,
he got his status. See, I mean,
right, exactly.
And how do you say origins?
Oranges. See,
yeah, there you go. See, now we were talking about that on the show the other night. That was oranges. It's the orange of the. No one knows the oranges. Okay.
Water. It's like water versus water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wash and wash. I hear that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My mother, her family was from Wisconsin, and they all said
it's a Midwest thing. It's a total Midwest thing.
It's like when you get the Grotchkey.
The Grotchkey?
Get the Grotchkey.
You go out, you get in the car, and you go to the pack.
No, that's Boston.
No, I know.
We just do accents.
Because it's hard to find a place to pack.
You gotta find a place to pack.
Closer to like Minnesota. Ooh, hey there.
You betcha.
You betcha.
Oh, how you doing? You betcha. Oh, it's mighty cold.
You want some curds with that?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on poutine.
Oh, dear.
I want some of that Putin.
Some
And
poutine.
all,
Freaking rocks, dude.
all the state
Poutine or
roads
whatever it's
in
called.
Wisconsin are letters. They're not
What?
numbers.
What? They have lettered roads?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
When we move into my parents' basement, we'll drive up there.
Oh, the Grim Cave? I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
We'll go up to Alpine Valley,
Yes, absolutely. Oh, that'd be so great.
get a blanket, do it. Sit out on the lawn and watch the Allman Brothers again. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. The Allman
I haven't seen them in so long. I used to go to the Allman Brothers every year.
Memories from a better time.
Best concert I ever went to? Two. I have two best concerts. One was B-52s, and the Violent Femmes opened for the
Oh,
B-52s.
that would have been awesome.
Violent Femmes. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It was amazing. And it was when that Love Shack album had just come out. It was that tour.
Oh, it was hot.
Cosmic Thing.
Cosmic Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And the second best concert I've seen, it was a better concert, but less of a better experience. Whatever. Roger Waters, an evening with Roger Waters. He did like 5 or 6 songs in the first set, and the second set was Dark Side of the Moon, cover to cover, like no pause.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
And I had 11th row center seats. Where'd he go?
That guy. He pulled
His-
to that guy. That's
His
what he
crappy
does.
internet.
That's what he does.
And I
Oh
yelled
man,
at
my
him.
display. Oh, it's coming back. Man, my display just died. I probably need a new computer pretty soon. I don't even know
Yeah.
how.
No, we were talking about that the other day, and I
I
was
don't know
looking
how this
into
thing's
it.
still running.
So Dark Side of the Moon, and David Gilmour's son was in the band, and it was just amazing. Even the vocals for like Us and Them with that one woman. I can't do the voice.
All right, I think I'm back.
It wasn't.
No, I know what you. Yeah, I know what you. Yeah. Porno for Pyros and Jane's Addiction, because it was Lollapalooza, and Perry Farrell, the singer, also had Porno for Pyros, so
I know.
they did it back to back.
And that was the year my first kid was born, and my concert going ended for a while. But I would have totally seen them because I love Jane's Addiction.
It's ruined everything.
Nah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. My kid's a fan of yours apparently, because he came in the other night during the show to give me a hug goodnight, right? And he pointed at your picture. He goes, and he nodded his head, right? So the next day he goes, "That guy that you were talking to, he's my best friend."
Oh
And I'm
man.
And I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay,
Sounds about right.
creepy." I'm like,
Who knows?
I'm like-
Maybe that has something to do with past lives. Who knows?
I don't know.
Or
That's-
soul
man.
ores or something. There's a lot of
So-
weird shit that could be going on there.
So what do you think about past lives, guys? Do you think that they're an actual
Yes.
tangible thing, or do you think that they're just more religious theology?
I think it's we're on a cycle. Or something's going on. I don't know if we're repeating things, but something, our energy definitely gets displaced and then replaced somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know, to be honest. But I'd like to think that something happens with it.
Well, according to this, that guy he said bailed, don't acknowledge. So I'm not acknowledging he bailed.
I don't know.
So Jerry, what do you think about reincarnation?
I'm on board. I have mixed feelings about what it is, but I don't think that death is the end. How's that?
Do you think reincarnation is selective? Do you think it's a matter of, okay, it's your turn, but not your turn?
I think it has a lot to do with what guilt you carry with you when you die.
Like karma, almost?
Oh, it's in your
Some sort
head.
of karmic
If
system?
you believe, oh, I was a bad person, I'm afraid I'm going to end up as a hedgehog. It's pretty damn likely you'll end up as a hedgehog. I think that's what I think.
And you should avoid the light. Don't go to the
Maybe
light.
you should.
Or maybe
you
the
should-
light. Maybe the light is your reincarnation.
You're reincarnated as a moth.
I don't know. It's kind of a one-way street there, so
Yeah, who knows?
it could be good or bad. You have to really evaluate it when you get there, if you can. Do your own research, folks.
Do your own research. That's all you can do.
That's yeah. So okay, so what other topics are like should I kill tonight? Because apparently I apparently slowed down the show or something. I don't know.
No, it's been at a steady pace. But no, I got no topics. We could maybe drum a topic up.
Oh man, see, I'm like supposed
come
to be saving
prepared.
this shit for like when I guest host on Friday, man. Come on. Okay, so let's see. Topic. God, I hate this crap. Pressure, right?
Pressure.
What
You guys see
what
the new
you-
Toy Story 4? You see that?
You know Slappy's supposed to be in that from the Goosebumps thing.
Slappy. Which one was that the puppet? Or
Yeah, the ventriloquist.
Yeah, the ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah.
Dude, Goosebumps books. I could talk about those. I had quite a few Goosebumps books. Some good stuff. R.L. Stein. He put out some great things.
Have you seen the movies that they did recently?
I watched. No. I haven't seen. Oh no, was that the ones with Jack Black?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen those. But I know what
Well,
you're talking about.
My son loves those. And so in one, Jack Black, who is R.L. Stein in the movie, becomes a teacher. And he's walking by this teacher, and this guy says, "Mr. Stein," and he replies, "Mr. Black," and the guy he's replying to is the actual R.L. Stein. But he calls him Mr. Black and says he's the new drama teacher. And I thought that was a really kind of subtle shout out. What is it? Talk wrestling? Why do you want to talk wrestling? Do you have like,
James isn't here. There's no wrestling talk happening.
no, was it Talam?
Wait, what's wrestling?
I
what's-
can't pronounce that name. Talam?
I like it.
Talam. We go with Talam, or just call him Claus.
Okay. Yeah, he said talk wrestling. So
No,
I don't know unless
we
they
can't.
have
We're
a
not going down a
suggestion.
wrestling rabbit hole. But I will talk about how Big Tech needs to get broken up. I think that's a thing. But does it really have to get, or do we just need to make more alternatives? But then can you? Because they get government funded, like Google and Facebook and all that shit. They get government subsidies.
They're probably government owned.
It's possible. I don't have enough information on this topic. I know that I really think that.
I think that if you had that much data within your own private organization, the government would demand to be included in that.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense.
So there you go.
See, that was like the quickest topic ever.
That's what we do.
Suzanne's being quiet this whole time. I don't know if she's like there.
It's
but
her
she's
birthday.
like-
She could be celebrating right now. I think she's at a bar doing keg
Oh,
stands.
really?
No.
She's doing shots.
great.
She's gonna get on here. You know, guys, I really love you guys. Hey, it's my birthday. Give me hey.
I hope so.
That'd be awesome. Because that would just be, because we'd have it on tape.
She's not talking to the boys. Why? I'll
Her
be right-
boys.
Oh,
She's
she's
talking to
pissing.
her boys.
Taking a piss. She's taking a piss.
Yep, she's peeing totally.
But she tinkled on the show once. It was funny.
That's what happens when you forget to mute. Oh man.
No, my wife came in. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I got pulled into a fucking show." She's like, "Fine." Like, yeah. It was unscheduled. My bad. Because like I said, I wasn't I didn't know. I feel like a schmuck. But apparently I intruded like at the right time, I guess. I don't know.
But we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. So, hey.
Probably. It was actually,
does it really?
What'd you?
What?
Does it really happen for a reason? Maybe not. It could all just be chaotic events just happening randomly.
Yeah, but you're assuming that chaos and organization are separate, not the same.
Well, it's two sides of one coin.
What about synchronicities and stuff? That's what when synchronicities come into play, that throws me off of just everything being pure chaos. 'Cause some things just seem to work out perfectly.
Well, there's theories out there that what we experience here is kind of a shadow of the energy of the dimension above us or below us, whichever, right? Like the whole flatland idea from Carl Sagan, which you're familiar with, right? So
yeah, we watched a whole video on that one night. Was that when he had like those tetrahedrons or whatever, and he's like folding those and showing how they don't put shadows, but you could see them this way, and it's crazy.
Exactly. So we could be just shadows of a fifth dimensional energy or projections of however it works out, right? I forgot what we were saying before that, but it related. What were you talking about?
Yeah, what were we just talking about?
Synchronicities.
Oh yeah,
everything.
Right. So
Thank
it's the case. It's being orchestrated from a place outside of our time space. So synchronicities are easy to orchestrate when you have the whole timeline to work with.
Right. I like that.
That makes sense.
So we're chess pieces for the gods, essentially.
Or something. It could be us.
We could be playing ourselves.
And we forgot that we're playing or whatever, or that's part of the game. I don't know. It might not be. I do like to think of it as a game, though.
So it's like, and I'm not trying, I don't want you to think I'm making fun of your concept. I'm trying to put it in simplistic terms.
Tear it apart. It's
like Total Recall, where you design your adventure and then you wipe your memory. You know what I mean?
From up there to here. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
See, that would make sense to me.
Carbon.
That would make sense to me, though. That would be something that I think makes. As far as my personality goes, that would make sense for me, because it'd be like, well, just because you think it's over, don't, because it's just starting, and then it starts over again, and the recycling of seasons, so to speak.
Right, and I think naturally, or in a normal place, you would totally get a choice on what you wanted to do next, but people have said here that this system is hijacked and you have to keep recycling against your will. And if that's true, that sucks.
So on that topic of synchronicity and reincarnation, would you say you get to choose your parents before you get there, or no?
Yeah, I am so undecided on that, but leaning towards, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm 50-50, because on one hand, it pisses me off that decisions are being made for me without my knowledge.
Yeah.
That violates my free will. Well, it doesn't, because it's me from my higher self. Come on. I can't go that deep on that. So that kind of pisses me off, and that keeps me in the 50-50 zone.
Suzanne, what do you think?
The whole idea.
I think we have soul families. I think we stay together. That's what I believe.
That I agree with. I'm not saying that wasn't the question, though.
What was the question?
I don't remember now.
That was the question.
No, it was not. It was if we pick our parents.
Yeah, which is would be your soul family.
Yeah, you'd pick. I could see that. Yeah,
you would have
something familiar.
Reincarnate with the same family over the same family members
in my soul family.
But you might be like the mother next time, or.
But I don't think
because soul family would play into the whole thing where, what is it, brother from another mother or sister from another mister, where you meet these kindred spirits that are all too familiar.
Like what Cruising with Steak has done.
Do what?
Yeah, where you just meet someone and instantly hit it off.
Yeah.
and you're like making out on the first date.
Yeah, you're getting finger. Yeah, you're getting finger banged by a chick.
Yeah, exactly.
it's when you know you made it. Stick your
Well,
finger
that's-
in my butt. We're doing this.
That's how Grim and I met.
Exactly.
You know,
It's how most
speaking of
people
making
meet.
out after a date, I went on a date with this woman who was a psychic, and we went to a Middle Eastern place for. Yeah, it was Middle Eastern, like tabbouleh, hummus, grape leaves, kind of tapas place, and we're eating, and one guy walks by, and when he walks like 5 feet away, she like ducked really hard like that. He did this, overt movement. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, the demon on him shot a dart at me or something."
Oh,
What?
Somebody, whatever attachment he had, she could see these things, and it shot some kind of energetic dart at her.
Oh my god.
oh wow.
So I haven't eaten there since.
Yeah. That's
That
weird.
could be treacherous if you. I mean, you'd be ducking all day, maybe.
Dodging energy
You'd have to
blasts all day long. My life
your head
becomes
on
an
a
anime.
swivel.
Just real life anime constantly.
My guardian angel said I shouldn't leave a tip.
She was surprised that her spirit guides let me take her out.
Oh,
Very interesting.
Like they had no problem with me, which was funny. I thought that was funny.
that is funny.
Did you get a finger in your butt?
No.
Man.
They
Could
didn't.
have.
They
I
didn't
could
allow
have.
that.
I forget what happened. She was.
Do not stick your finger in this man's ass, the spirit guide said.
I don't think I was ready for a relationship. I don't think I am.
No, I don't think relationships should be allowed. They should just outlaw all that stuff.
I don't know. So anyway, she's real nice, but that was a cool experience. And
It is cool.
she told me I had some dude hanging around me.
Some
Like
dude.
Dead
how-
Tony.
Like no, it's not not Tony. It's a guy named
Dead
David.
Tony.
I don't know
Named who?
anybody named David. Who's
It's
David?
David.
David. He's dead, and he's like a regular guy from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Disembodied spirit.
What?
Man, he's got some
Is
unfinished
he a
business.
disembodied spirit?
I don't know. I try to talk to him. There's nothing there. Nobody else sees
Maybe
it.
he's your brother
But
or another brother.
maybe
From another
my-
mother.
Could be my mom had a miscarriage between my sister and my brother.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
Plot
Could be.
thickens. Was his name going to be David?
I have no idea.
I
I should ask my parents. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I've been told something
Well,
similar.
let me
where
finish the story. Wait, let me finish.
Oh,
this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's
My
cool.
bad.
Suzanne interrupted. My kids
Sorry.
also talked to a separate psychic in Chicago within 6 months of this happening, beforehand or something, or after. I don't remember. And they had told the psychic told my kids that there was a spirit named David around them.
Weird, man.
Whoa, I
There's
forgot
some
about
kind of-
that.
Yeah, there's some kind of. Oh, that's crazy. There's a David haunting your bloodline. Did you wrong somebody named David, Jer?
No,
Man, that's
I've
crazy.
never wronged anyone. Well, others
No,
would argue, but
I'd been told that I have an energy around me. I wasn't told I had a person, just an energy. But when I was born, my twin brother was stillborn.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I was stillborn also.
jeez.
I have
Holy
but you
cow.
sucked all his extra juice and got live.
I've got 2 birthdays and a death certificate.
Wow.
Suck it, y'all.
Jeez.
You collect like what is it? Those
death
Federal
benefits,
Reserve accounts on
No.
the TDAs.
the other guy.
Well, my wife doesn't let me celebrate both birthdays, which really sucks. You know, I try to cash that in, but it does not happen.
Double birthday and a death day. Just imagine the cake you'd get
Well,
on a death day.
Well,
No
Man.
kidding.
I was born September
Black
13th.
Forest cake.
And my death certificate says September 13th. But my legal birth certificate says September 16th.
Weird.
You were dead for 2 days?
3. And I wasn't
3 days?
dead. No, I wasn't dead. That was them
was
trying to
in a cave in a loincloth for 3 days with a rock.
There you
in front of
go.
him.
No, I
The third day rose again.
a nurse had found me in my body bag because I was moving, and
Oh my God.
and that was after
A
but
baby
that was
body bag.
but that was after like 8 or 9 hours.
Oh,
And
geez.
so I was in intensive care, and then they realized, oh shit, we never issued him a birth certificate. And so because I was born on a Friday, they didn't issue it till Monday because they're fucking idiots.
It's in the body bag. That's crazy.
That is so crazy.
That would
No,
be
when my Aunt Patty, like if I talk about that subject with my Aunt Patty, because she was there, she'll change the subject to anything else. She will talk about yeast infections before she talks about,
To get the heebie-jeebies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
totally.
So when you guys were dead, did like demons infest your body and now you were alive?
I have no idea. No idea.
Jerry.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, if we're jumping to the most logical conclusions.
Oh, maybe you're a walk-in.
Everything is demons.
You could be a walk-in.
Of course he's a walk-in.
I'll swallow your soul.
And I'll suck your cock and out.
What was the other thing from Dead by Dawn? Dead by Dawn. Right? Isn't that it?
I don't know that.
I don't know that.
From Evil Dead.
Oh.
I haven't seen that movie in like 30 years.
And I don't remember lines from any movie. Like literally, I could watch them. I could have watched that 2 hours
Evil
ago.
Dead like 2 years ago. So it's not like Plus, there was Ash versus the Evil Dead on telly.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
come
I
on.
still need to watch the 3rd season of that. I did enjoy the first 2.
Oh, dear God, on a stick.
Yeah, some good stuff.
But yeah, so yeah, she won't talk about it. It's kind of fun because she will squirm.
Yeah, it's resurrection shit. It's crazy.
And on the 3rd day,
Mm-hmm.
He
literally.
blew his load.
He
Well,
blew
legally.
his load.
Maybe you're the Antichrist.
He smoked his
oh,
pole.
Suzanne, you say the sweetest things.
You wish you were
Wouldn't that be
dead,
awesome?
Well, I mean, I do have a widow's peak. And my wife-
You would have already
Okay.
had your Hellhound and Manifest of the Apocalypse by now.
Fucking Eddie Munster looking motherfucker.
Eddie Munster.
Oh, what? I'm way hotter than him. What are you talking about?
Man, Butch Patrick was hot.
I mean, do you think if I look like Eddie Munster, do you think Grim would send me all those pictures of his butt?
Probably.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, you could be getting those anyway.
He's like, probably. I'll
Until
just
you-
send it to
Cthulhu.
anybody who asks.
Yeah, that's cool.
Until you get one of the pencil dick pictures.
Yes, pencil. You're being generous tonight, Jared. Pencil? Man, upgrade.
Did you suck him off before this, Grim?
Oh my God! Wow.
It's cruising with steak. That's what
This
we
just-
do.
I forgot what we
Corrupt
said.
me.
I don't know. There's an entire role in the Discord channel called Grim Blew Me. That everybody that's blue
Yeah.
got blue by Grim. So just it
I don't
happens.
know what that channel's all about.
I bring it on myself.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah,
It was
I don't-
gonna rub off one of these days.
Rub off.
There's there's so much activity in my Discord that I can't even keep track of it all.
Nox Vente's popping off right now.
All the time. There's always people talking.
That's cool. Why don't you have more subscribers on your channel? That's what I
Don't know.
can't get.
Hey, all I want to do is super chat.
They are
Jared.
totally shadow banning you or something.
Well, yeah, you can't find my channel unless you go right to it.
I know, but I don't know why you don't have more subscribers.
Because people don't need to subscribe to listen.
Well, that's true, but
And I think we get a majority of our views from podcasts, if you want to call it that.
oh
Again,
yeah.
There's more podcast downloads. Well, there's usually more YouTube views than podcast listens. It's like 75%. So whatever.
You got to start hawking subscribe.
I have been.
Okay.
We only need 30 more.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, to get to 1,000.
Yeah, hit up the Reddits. Just post it all over Reddit.
I don't want to
Check this out.
spam.
Wait, I
don't
thought you
wanna
only had
spam
like
people.
533.
No, we have 970.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
30 more. So anybody listening, go subscribe to Nox Mente.
Yeah, subscribe. No, it's the channels. Yeah, go to noxmente.com and just go to the YouTube link. It's easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Please
Subscribe.
subscribe. So we can then the more fanatical listeners who are in live chat get some of those super chats.
That's
Super
right.
chats.
And
Get it.
people who love the guests so much to just send you money for no reason. Okay. Which we will use to improve the show.
Super chats.
Definitely.
Because neither of us want to make money doing that show.
Yeah.
I gave up on trying to make money on YouTube like 2 years ago. It was just horrible.
I think it's inherently evil.
Well,
Maybe.
well,
I really
no,
do.
because it was just when I joined is when they changed their policy that you had to have X amount of subscribers in order to monetize it.
I was right up to the point to get monetized, and they switch it to 10,000 minutes, and then they changed the subscriber count.
And then it was a matter of obliterating Google Plus, and I got tons of traffic from Google Plus, so there went all of my fucking traffic.
Mm.
Scumbags.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not their fault. We came in at a later time. The YouTube, what did I read? Again, 1 billion views, 1 billion videos are viewed or uploaded. I forget which one. Either way, 1 billion videos go in or out of YouTube per day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Per hour.
I
Might have been per hour.
monetized a long time ago, but I don't have anything on my channel.
I forget. I got to look up that statistic. I don't remember what it was. Just an incredible number of videos going in and out of YouTube per second.
Oh,
Then how?
oh no, go ahead, Suzanne.
I was gonna say, then why do they keep sending? What is it when they offer? Hey, watch this. Why do I always have the same shit in my stream? I never have anything new.
No, I know. That is
Oh, the
annoying.
They never
recommended
offer me
videos.
anything
Yeah.
new.
Because they're trying to censor what people get offered, so they have a smaller pool of videos
Yeah.
from which to pull. So you keep getting the same shit, even
Actually-
stuff I've watched.
There's a way to fix that actually. If you go and you turn off save history for the videos that you watch, then
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
because they're giving you recommendations on the videos that you watched.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah.
And
Right.
so if you go into your settings or preferences and you turn off save history,
Mhm.
then it changes the whole thing.
Then I'll
because-
never be able to
You'll
find
never be able to
anything.
Yeah,
I
find
yeah,
want.
everything will be gone.
That's exactly why I turned it on. What you can do is turn it off and back on, so it'll clear.
Yeah.
Or you can just clear your list.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it matters because I think there's less content that matches the things that interest us now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because there's still tons of the shit I used to watch that I don't watch anymore.
Me too.
I don't
Like
understand the
Zohar
concept.
Stargate.
I don't understand the concept of watching a video of someone playing a video game.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't make
I've
sense.
never
the Let's
understood
Plays.
that.
Unless I could see if you wanted to, like, you were thinking about purchasing a game and you wanted to see like a little bit of gameplay. But
yeah,
even,
but
see
the
that.
companies upload demos for that. I mean,
No,
you
Yeah.
can
you guys,
watch a
haven't you-
5 or 10 minute demo.
yeah, but you
video.
can't trust the company most of the time. They're gonna put their best shit out. Like,
Oh,
what
that's
you want to
true.
you want
Yeah.
to watch
Wait.
actual gameplay.
didn't you guys, when you got your first video game console,
Hmm.
when your friends came over, what happened?
We put a cartridge in and we played.
But like if you had 3 friends over, somebody was there watching.
Yeah, there was a watcher and we'd take turns.
Well,
Yeah.
there was a guy who didn't really take turns that much. Usually there's going to be one guy who just likes to watch. Those are the people who watch those.
CW
Yeah,
Chancer?
that's true. I could see that. Or like the little brothers of the world who would watch their older brother play a game. Yeah,
People
could
who are
see
that.
conditioned to watch and not play, or just enjoy it.
yeah.
Maybe they like the personality of the streamer.
Well, I can understand. There's a lot of channels that have the, they order the blind boxes, and they record their reaction to opening the blind box. And, I can kind of understand a pull to that, but I just when with people playing games, it's like, okay, if I wanted to watch somebody play Minecraft, there's like 8 million videos. You don't need to make another one.
What about the mukbang people?
Is that where they rap while eating food?
No, they just eat food.
All right, I can get down with that.
They eat food close up in the camera and make noise.
Yeah, that's weird. Like food eating ASMR. Yeah, I don't understand who would enjoy that.
ASMR.
There's a lot of weird shit on the internet though that people enjoy, like the pimple popping compilations. I can't get into those.
Oh my god.
The chicks farting and burping.
Chicks farting on cakes and stuff like
Dr.
that.
Pimple Popper. Her name's Dr. Pimple
Yeah, there you
Popper.
go.
Yeah.
Annie Sprinkle, she pisses on stuff.
I met her.
Eating while I'm singing.
That's on YouTube?
No.
Oh.
Annie Sprinkle, she had the art exhibit for the longest time in San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jerry, where you go in with, and she would have the what is it called? I was gonna say speculum, but I think that's wrong.
That's right.
But no, so you could look literally inside of her.
Yeah, that's a speculum.
And she would give you a flashlight and a magnifying glass.
And a mask.
Yeah.
What?
So you don't get the stink.
Yeah, no kidding. Grim thinks we're making it up. We're not making it up,
you.
dude.
I totally believe you. But yeah,
Bizarro.
It was,
crazy.
like, I don't even know what it was like. It was San Francisco.
It was
San Francisco.
When did you live there again, Jerry?
I never lived there.
You didn't live there.
I thought you did. Oh, no, because I grew up in Oakland, so I didn't leave the Bay Area until I was in my 20s.
I moved 8 times before I was 9.
Of course, your parents.
Yes, exactly.
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
It's like buying a new car. No, we're just going to buy a new house and a new car.
They get new cars every 2 years too. Sometimes just a year. It depends. I hope they're not listening.
I love your parents.
I do too.
I think the main problem with growing up in a big city like, in or around Chicago or in and around San Francisco is you always get kind of the blowback. Something will happen in outside of Chicago. They'll say in Chicago today, they never say the proper name of the city. Oakland used to get that all the time. We'd get, something would happen in Oakland, be like in San Francisco today.
Oh yeah, you guys never got
that didn't
the
happen
credit for what happened.
Never happened. Everything's very distinct. Even in Chicago, within the city proper, there are neighborhoods, and news would be reported by neighborhood. Like in Lincoln Park tonight, there was a murder.
Right.
But they're not talking about in the park. They're talking about in the Lincoln Park neighborhood.
Right. No, I've been. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah. They never. Everything outside also has distinct names, and people would be pissed if they weren't being specific. That's my take. I've never heard them include Oak Park, which is right next to Chicago, as being called in Chicago tonight.
It's
you know
true.
what I mean?
It's Oak Park. Yeah.
I went through that when I lived in Oakland, and when I lived in Atlanta, that would happen a lot. Because you go out by, there's Atlanta.
Totally.
Yeah,
Atlanta sprawls, and there's no distinction between townships and neighborhoods because a lot of stuff's unincorporated.
Well, the places that are incorporated, like you go down by Hartsfield Airport, and there's like Fairburn, for example. Something would happen in Fairburn, and on the news it'd be reported in downtown Atlanta because it's and it's like, man, that just don't if you're not going to report it right, don't report it.
I've never actually seen the local news here.
And where are you at? You are in Atlanta now, right?
Yeah.
I've
been here 20 years.
Never watched the local news. That's probably healthy.
I think it was Fox 5 I used to watch in Atlanta.
I don't even know what the TV numbers are.
But it was,
to me, I still have Chicago numbers 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 32.
Yep. And 50 and 26.
Those weren't 26 was a Spanish station.
WCIU, Channel 26 to you.
Arriba.
No, it's funny. My wife, who's never been to my hometown, she grew up here in Colorado. On her Facebook news feed is Channel 2 Oakland. It's like, I don't even have that in my news feed. Why do you have that in yours?
Why do you care?
Yeah, it's like
really, though, the local news is probably the news that's more than likely going to affect you more than like world crazy news. like Twitter news. So I mean, really, it's
Local
probably-
news where I live up north of Atlanta is mostly about bullshit petty crime.
Yeah, purse snatching and muggings, and I mean,
there seems to be a lot of drug busts, bigger mid-level dealer type busts, but it's always like crack or meth or some other crap.
well,
So did you guys?
That's
Oh
because they
man,
don't
speaking of
bust the
some,
CIA for coke.
yes, yeah, thank you. There was that big bust in Philadelphia. Like they caught that tanker with all those tons, and then did you see what happened like 2 days ago? This huge oil refinery, like one of Philly's biggest refineries, blew up. So it's like you put two and two together. You know, they were like, "Hey, you steal our shit, we're gonna blow your refinery up."
now,
Wait. Where did that blow up?
That was in Philly, right outside of Philly.
No, where did the refinery blow up? Oh, it wasn't on the water. I was thinking it was like a oil rig.
No. It's not on the water. But yeah. So that's kind of coincidental.
Just as a
Yes, this was when the blew up like the Chinese one.
It's similar to like that when all those explosions were happening a couple of years ago, and it seems like it's coming back again this year. All these huge factories blowing up.
Yeah, and someone was
Wasn't
talking
that
about
harp?
it was like the rods of God or Thor's hammer, that
Oh, Thor's hammer. that's right.
tungsten rod, that 3-meter rod that just drops out of the sky.
Yeah, it's sucked up.
It's a kinetic weapon. It's called.
It was due.
It was directed energy
weapons.
Mhm.
What's the difference between directed energy and a tungsten rod going to
Yeah,
30
same
miles
thing.
an hour? Yeah, exactly.
so you said
you're-
do, and I'm thinking Scooby or Scrappy.
Huh?
Ooh.
No, as a complete nothing to do with anything. Well, it has to do with cocaine. So in the movie Scarface, instead of like actual cocaine, they used powdered milk. And so
Really?
And so Al Pacino had to go to the hospital to emergency room because it was hardening in his sinuses.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
And then they used leftover cocaine from that movie on another movie with Michael J. Fox. Anyways,
You mean the leftover powdered milk?
Leftover powdered milk. Yes.
cocaine, powdered milk. It was,
Okay, we're gonna use
it's a-
the prop cocaine here. Let's put the real
Yeah.
cocaine in the back.
The real cocaine goes in my locker.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm sure everybody was probably doing cocaine when Scarface was made anyway.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
I
It was
was.
that era.
Hell yeah.
You know, MDMA was still legal.
well, no, I mean, it's like we were talking about the other night with, legalized drugs here in Colorado. I mean, I've never done anything harder than pot because I'm afraid of how it's going to affect my epilepsy.
Yeah.
Oh, good
That's
point.
I'd be worried too to start tripping if I had some kind of, and see that's what would because it'd kind of be in the back of your head. So who even knows if it would activate just by thinking about it or being worried about it?
Well, I can't drink Red Bull. I can't drink Monster. I can't drink any energy drink
No stimulants for you then.
because I drank a Monster once and I had like something like 34 partials in one day.
Jeez.
Jeez.
And my wife is like, if you ever do that again, I will leave you. And I'm like, okay. So note to self, if I want her to leave, I know how to do it.
Just drink a Monster. See ya.
I'll
She'll
drink
beat you before she leaves you for that.
Yes.
I'll drink 3 of those motherfuckers back to row. Yeah. Hey, honey, look what I got. Don't do it. No, and I don't know. Grim knows I'm horrible about bragging about my wife. I'm like so in love with her. It's horrible.
That must be a great feeling.
Well, it is. She's got huge tits, and that helps.
Wait till she turns on you.
Yep.
Oh no, she
I mean, for saying that.
It'll never happen. Oh.
I didn't mean they're going to be happily married forever and ever, Jerry.
I
We'll
don't
be at the
think-
grocery store and I'll yell across the aisle, "Hey, sugar tits, do we need any hamburger?" And
Well, other shoppers cringe.
and she
Cringing-
takes
just
it, she
cringing
takes it with a grain of
shoppers.
salt. She's just
Oh,
because she knows she's going to hit me later.
the amount of like miserable couples that I witness working in a grocery store, like you see
Oh,
the just
God,
beaten
yes.
down, demoralized husband at the cart, kids running around crazy, the wife is just not even paying attention. It just looks,
Why are
it
they
just,
all at the grocery store? That's what I want to know.
oh, it happens
I don't
so
ever
much,
want to go to the
Suzanne.
like
Entire families coming in
that is
grocery shopping
insanity.
all the
Same-
time.
Same thing at the
Shoot me.
zoo. Same thing at the zoo, man.
It's basically the
At
same
the
thing.
zoo, I can understand.
You see these disincorporated families that are just like,
Miserable.
I don't want to be here, and neither do the kids.
No,
but
everybody's miserable, but it's some cliche thing that they have to do.
we got
We
a
gotta go to the zoo.
group on, so we had to go,
Uh-huh.
and
And none of the moms are hot.
No, none of them.
I
Not
don't
a
know,
single
man.
one.
My wife is pretty tasty.
You
I
guys
saw-
have, oh yeah, you do have kids.
I sop her up with a biscuit.
Just sop her up with a biscuit.
Well, no,
Very
that's
lucky.
Jerry knows that's a Southern phrase. That and finer than frog hair. Yeah, he's like, I don't leave the house. What are you talking about, Gordon?
Finer than frog hair. That seems like
That's
the
exactly
phrase.
right. I
that-
do not leave my house.
Seems like the phrase that'll wrap the show up on. Finer than frog hair.
I go to the Swinger Kroger.
The Swinger
Yeah,
Kroger?
Yeah, Disco Kroger, right? Isn't that another thing they call it on
No, the
Ponce?
Swinger Kroger is the Swinger Kroger, and then there's the Murder Kroger, which is different.
Oh yeah, people get killed at the murder.
Yeah, don't
Kroger.
go to the
You
murder
there.
Kroger.
Which one's the one on Ponce?
Murder Kroger.
Okay, that's the Murder Kroger.
Murder.
Yeah, because
Kroger.
that's where all the drag queens are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one time we were driving down Pont. Okay, so when we first moved here, we were craving good pizza because the pizza here sucks.
Yeah.
And a Nancy's Pizza, which is a Chicago chain, opened up on Ponce. It might still be there too. So we took the kids down there. We drove down there, and we're going down Ponce looking for a parking spot. And my youngest daughter, Maddie, goes, "Why is there a dead hooker on the ground?"
Oh God.
It was the most hilarious thing. She's like 6.
You like was it Chicago deep dish? Do you like that?
Yeah.
There's I don't know if it's still there, so you have to Google it. But there used to be a place at Brookhaven called Joey's. And it was
What's
Yeah.
Brookhaven?
Brookhaven's
I don't go to the city. I don't go down there.
well anyways, but yeah, they've got really good Chicago deep dish, whatever, I mean, if you ever want them to deliver, which you might, be inclined to do so,
I'd rather drive to Chicago and get the pizza I like than try to find a match down here.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying I won't check that out, but yeah, it's easier for me to just drive up to Chicago, and I always bring back a couple of pizzas with me.
I don't even know if they're still
Yeah, you
open,
bakes.
like I said.
I will find out.
Jerry, who you got on Nox Mente tomorrow night?
Oh, tomorrow night we have Tim Swartz,
Tim
Who is-
Swartz.
the guy who runs conspiracyjournal.com. I think that's just
What
was
was?
his site.
What was that?
That was
Cops
my
are coming.
alarm.
Oh, I thought that was demons.
No, that's my alarm for my medication.
Oh, man.
My epilepsy meds.
He's a co-host of Exploring the Bizarre on KCOR Radio, and it's on a
Nice.
couple of podcast channels. Yeah, with Timothy Beckley Green. Ever heard of him?
No.
He's the other host.
Hmm.
He's a Mr. UFO Files on YouTube. They have a lot of good content. You're
Cool.
welcome, Lady Bush.
Should be a pretty
So-
interesting show.
Yeah, this guy has interviewed everybody in the world of UFOs and everything. So
Oh yeah.
it'll be
Sweet.
good time. Good times. And next week is Vinny Eastwood.
Vinny Eastwood?
But has he
Yeah.
met a troll?
Who?
I mean, a gnome,
A gnome?
An elf.
an
An
elf.
elf.
Probably not. That was a high point. Oh, here's a sneak.
Okay.
In 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I don't remember. Jordan Maxwell's going to be on.
Ah, nice.
Jordan Maxwell.
Yeah,
Crushing it, Jerry. You guys are crushing it. 30 more subscribers. Get those super chats.
yeah.
Nox
Speaking of
Mente.
elves and stuff, I have a question. If you're getting fucked by a sprite, can they say that they like the sprite in you?
They like
Anyway,
to Sprite? Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
And
That, you just totally reminded me of the movie Deep Throat, where with the Coca-Cola song and the magic.
oh man. Gordon, where can people find you?
In Colorado.
In Colorado.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. No. Okay. Yeah. All you got to do is, I'm on Facebook. And then you go to Smashwords, which is where you can find any and all of my books.
Yep.
And that's pretty much on Twitter. I'm at Gordon Rupe. Pretty simple.
Heck yeah. Suzanne, happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
Thanks for
Suzanne.
coming.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you turned 21. You can finally drink now.
Finally drink. Going out for drinks tonight.
Finally.
And thank everybody out there for listening. It's been a wild ride. Another Tuesday night successful cruise with Steak Adventure. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Surprise. And as fate would have it, they wanted rain cats and dogs. And would you know it's me? And that woe is me in my poetry. A ghost town, a tumbleweed, a hush. And as fate would have it, day 2, a drought. And would you share your last drop of water with me, your friend, Filio, so cool. P.S. I love you, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And as fate would have it, day 3, you rise to the challenge and discover your secret talent. And you save the princess. And you rescue the princess. Damsel in distress. Save the princess. Let the check.